Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi. I'm Lauren. I do equestrian and lifestyle videos. So today I wanted to do a video on how I grow my hair and keep it this length and how I keep it healthy and long and still continuously growing. So I have a couple tips. So for something to do every day to help you grow your hair out to be the length that you want it and to keep it really healthy and strong, I recommend definitely taking biotin. So that could be powder form or gummy form, which I have tried either of those over here. I've tried both of these brands. They're really good, but for me personally, I every day take I have like a little pack like this and I put all my daily pills in, so it makes more sense for me personally to take a pill, it in a pill form, so that's what I do. So if you guys are wondering what biotin is, it's a B complex found in many different foods, and so what it really does is promotes hair growth in a way that's natural, because we don't produce our own biotin. Our bodies don't produce a lot of the B vitamins like B12, B6, etc. So that's why a lot of people take the B complex to get energy and get all that good stuff in their body. But biotin is one of the things that if you are lacking it in your body, then it can lead to dry, damaged, brittle hair, hair loss, hair discoloration, all the stuff like that. By taking a biotin supplement, it replenishes that and then helps your hair to grow more. The good thing about biotin is it's a water-soluble vitamin, so you can't really take too much. If you do take a lot of it daily, all the rest of it is just going to be absorbed and you're going to just pee it out. But biotin is also found in food, which is awesome. So to get more biotin in your diet, eat things like eggs, avocado, certain nuts, any of like the oils have biotin in them, kale, spinach, salmon, cheese, and bananas. You can either take biotin through food or the supplement. I try to do a little bit of both, and that way I can make sure that my hair is getting all the nutrients that it needs and that my hair won't be more dry and brittle, because I already have very thin, fine, blonde hair that's very easily damaged by anything basically. So I like to try to keep it as healthy as possible. It strengthens my hair, helps grow my eyelashes a bit, and overall just makes me feel like I'm doing something better for my body. Another thing you can do daily is obviously getting a good brush. So for me personally, I brush my hair daily. I recommend this type of brush. This one I just got from my local Winners. What it is just very flexible bristles. So it's not going to really hold on to any of your tangles, and they're very short as well. So even though it does brush through your hair and it can make it really nice and tangle free, it doesn't break a lot of the things. And also there's brushes with those little knobs at the bottom, and those fall off and then those scratch your scalp or pull out more hair. So getting one of these is really beneficial because it'll help to not break a lot of your hair. The only thing I'm going to say about this is that it takes longer to get through your hair with it, so just be cautious of that. You are going to have to take a little bit more care and time to go through it, because it's not a brush that's meant to get out all your tangles in one stroke. You're going to have to work through everything, but it doesn't break your hair, so definitely recommend getting one of these. Those are my daily tips for keeping your hair strong and healthy. And then my tips for daily to every few days. So if you're putting your hair up every day, I recommend these little guys. Obviously everyone knows about them. I call them the lifeguard like bands because I always see people having them on their arm with like a whistle off of them. But anyways, these are really nice because they don't dent your hair, they don't pull out a lot because there's no elastic element. When I used to do that, I would realize that the part around like kind of up here where I'd put my ponytail, there'd be so much breakage around the area, and it's just because of the constant bending of the hair in that area, and also the fact that there was the little hard metal piece in my elastics. There was also the rubber that would be exposed sometimes and would be pulling out my hair. Or scrunchies. Scrunchies are awesome because they are just fabric, so they don't really pull out anything. Showering, you guys know that your hair basically is really prone to damage and breakage at that point when it's wet. So what I always used to do is take like a big towel. You know when people like shake their towel over their head? Yeah. So it would be rubbing my hair and like rolling little pieces together and like causing friction, which isn't good. Then I would full out turban my hair with this huge heavy saturated towel, and then when I'd be sitting or walking around, it'd be like falling off either way, and so it'd be pulling out like hair from my roots and it'd be breaking it in the twisted part. To kind of counteract that and change your ways, I will get out of the shower and then just squeeze my hair out with the really big absorbent body towel. That way it can kind of get out all the drips and you won't be walking around with sopping wet hair. And then if you're a person that likes to turban your head like I do, get one of those little terry cloth or fleecy mini turbans, because they're not really heavy and they are a softer material and a thinner material, so they don't damage your hair and you don't have to twist it as tight to keep it up on your head, because there's that little clip at the back that keeps it in place, so you're not going to be like yanking your hair out because of the weight of the towel is shifting on your head. So I definitely recommend those two things if you are a person that showers and really likes to dry out their hair with their towel afterward. Then the next tip is to let your hair air dry. I am lucky because this is my natural hair. I did not straighten it. I blow dried it a bit, but my hair is pretty much this straight even if I don't blow dry it. So I love to leave my hair natural and air dry. Sometimes my hair goes a little whack at the top and my part isn't as good, but I know that it's way better for my hair to just let it air dry and do its natural thing. Just because when you put heat to your hair, it really dries out your hair and makes it more brittle. It's more beneficial to just let your hair air dry. However, if you do need to blow dry your hair, I recommend using a heat protectant. My favorite is the Briogeo Roscaro Blow Dry Perfection and Heat Protectant Cream, and this is an amazing company. Less than 1% of synthetic products, so 99% of what's in that bottle is all natural ingredients and no parabens, and it's a very natural product, so it's good for the earth and it's good for your hair, because really if you're just putting silicone or synthetic products on your hair, it's not really doing anything and it's not benefiting your hair and its natural needs. For sure get a heat protectant, and if you can, find one that is more natural. Then if you actually are blow drying your hair, I would recommend putting it on a medium heat, and if medium is still really hot on your blow dryer, I would put it then on a colder heat and kind of fluff up your hair first of all, kind of like blow out your hair just to separate everything, to try to get air in between everything. Now if you're one to brown brush or blow out their hair with a brush, I recommend going through and then stopping before it gets to the ends of your hair, and then just blow drying to this part, because it's just gonna really break off and damage the bottoms of your hair. And then for finishing your hair, if you use any type of hot tools, a straightener, a blow dryer, anything like that, I recommend to keep the ends out as well. So if I ever need to straighten my hair, I'll straighten it down, and as soon as I get to the ends, I just like pull it off. So I'll straighten it and then I just won't touch the ends. Or if I'm curling it, I'll curl it up and then I'll leave about 1 inch to 2 inches of my hair out of the curl. I prefer it that way because I find that it looks more natural and beachy, but I'm also doing it because I don't want to damage the bottoms of my hair. Okay, so then for weekly tips, I like to do a oil scalp massage. So I will get coconut oil or argan oil and I will put it in my palms of my hands, and I will go through and I will massage my hair and my head, and I kind of just feel around and make sure that I'm getting any potential dry patches and that there's nothing on my scalp that's really irritated. Then I just leave it in overnight, and I will either sleep in my little pink turban thing, or I will put a pillow over top, or sorry, a towel over top of my pillow so my pillow doesn't get greasy overnight. And you really want to focus on your roots because that's where all the fresh hair is growing from, so you want it to be really healthy and strong. And a lot of people don't clean their hair as much as they should, and so like any synthetic products and stuff can still be caked onto your hair, and it's not letting your hair follicles breathe and grow as they should. So getting that oil in there helps to kind of strip your scalp of anything like that. And then also if you want to throw in a hair mask once a week or every couple weeks, I use a couple different ones from Lush. I don't have any with me right now that I'm using because I've just been doing the oil scalp massage, and I feel like my hair is pretty healthy right now, so I don't need the extra help. So you can do those things every couple weeks or weekly if you give your hair a little extra shine and nutrients to it. Then every 6 weeks, this is the crucial part of my regimen, and that is the 6-week trim. And so many people think that your hair won't grow if you cut it, and they're like, I've been cutting my hair in a year, over a year, 2 years, 6 years, and my hair just doesn't grow. Well, sorry to break it to you, but your hair is pretty much always gonna break off at some point. Like your hair, first of all, you lose hundreds of hairs every day, and you break off like so much more than that too every day. Even though my hair is healthy right now, it still always breaks. It's like there's no way around it. The longer you leave your hair and the longer you blow dry your hair and dry it out with hot tools, straighteners, curling irons, all that stuff, put it in buns, or it's just exposed to a lot of sun or chemicals in a pool and all that kind of stuff, like hair is so susceptible to breakage and to damage. Your hair doesn't grow from the ends, it grows from your scalp. So your hair is growing out fresh, new, wonderful hair from the top, and if you're not taking care of the bottoms, then it's just going to keep breaking. What a 6-week trim does is it trims off all those little damages so that your hair is healthy from top to bottom. That way, when you do use your straightener and you do use your curler and blow dryer, if you add heat to pieces that are already really weak and gonna break and gonna fray, they're just gonna fall right off. So that's why when you say, oh, I haven't cut it for so long, it should be growing. Well, no, every time you straighten your hair is getting shorter because all those pieces are just falling off and breaking off because the heat is further damaging it to the point where it just literally falls out of your head. It's so important to make sure that your ends are healthy, and this does not mean go to the store and buy a split end mender, because that's just a super synthetic product that's just gonna glue your hair back together. Like, it's just gonna go and glue it, and it's not gonna do anything because the split is still there, and if you don't take care of it and you don't cut it off, then it's just gonna split further up into your head. I'm very lucky because my stepmom, she is a hairdresser, so I get my haircuts for free. However, if you don't have that luxury and you don't want to be spending money every 6 weeks, I take pieces of my hair. I'll literally do this in class, although teachers would sometimes get mad at me, but I'll grab little pieces of my hair and I'll twist it up, and then I will kind of bend it so that all the ends and pieces that are shorter or pieces that are frayed or weird or gonna break off, that they pop out, and then I take scissors and I just go through and I cut anything that I see that's broken. And of course this isn't going to get all of them, but it does really help to get your hair to a better stage, and it kind of maintains your hair. You want to get your hair cut every 12 weeks, you can do that if you continuously try to catch those split ends and cut them off before they get too out of control. Those are all my tips, from anything from weekly to bi-weekly or monthly for healthy, strong, long hair. So definitely give this video a thumbs up if you want to see any more type of beauty or hair related videos like this. And also definitely put all your tips in the comments below, because I'm always looking for new things to do with my hair that can make it healthier than what it is right now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye guys.